Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Angry Cast and Fallout Shelter 2023. How y'all doing? We're doing fine. We got some peeps out there ready to do some quests, and I'm going to send some more out right now. We're going to do Arms Race. Save the gunsmith from the feral ghouls. But these guys got to be level 50 and have at least an agility and endurance of 7 or higher. And our rewards will be some legendary junk and a rare weapon. So let's send out here. The gunsmith's plea came in loud and clear of the radio. Feral ghouls, help! I'll give one of my best pieces to whoever bails me out. Better hurry if you're going to claim that prize. Let's go. Let's get them on coffee break. And gibbity-doo. And we got to get you with a better outfit than that. What the heck are we doing here? Yeah, get your level 7. Let's get them going. Boom. Bye-bye. And while we're waiting on that, we're going to skip ahead to the quest. But you can see I started to make some small moves to get rid of the reorganized things. I've now got, instead of the broken up gaming centers on 2 floors, I've moved it down to here and shifted everything down. I'm going to do the same thing for these as well and put them here. And I think I might put in, I was going to put in some more, I think, you know what, I really don't need them. I really don't need more. I mean, my goodness, what do we got? We have 70 and 70 and 25 as well. We got 95 and 95. I mean, maybe I'll put in another, maybe I'll put in one more each, because we're going to have more people we have to shove somewhere. Actually, no, I will put them here. Down here, crap, I'll just put in more storage, I guess, for now. And that'll isolate us everything as far as mole rats are concerned. That'll isolate us from the mole rat attacks, leaving them down here for now. As it is, I can't fill in this spot with another living quarters for the simple fact is that I have too many. So, yeah, maybe I can get away with. These are barracks. This is living quarters. This goes up to a next level. Maybe I don't know. I have to have them here because I can't. I have too many people right now. I've got 143 of 180. If I build anything else, it's going to be too much. Like if I try to build in this one right here. Let's see here. Is this going to actually work? Oh, actually, let's me build that in there. Okay. And then that's a barracks, and that's a barracks. And if I upgrade this... Oh, okay. So I got that in. Now I've got all the... I think I was going to do this, and I held off on doing it because of... it's the moves were still happening. Everything was still moving around. So that's cool. Quite frankly, if I really wanted to, and I would get rid of all mole rat attacks altogether, is to just fill these in with storage, and then I don't have to worry about it. I want to keep a level of elevators in between, because then, mole rats not touching any dirt, or rooms not touching any dirt will stop mole rats from happening, but it does not stop radroach attacks from happening. But what would stop radroach attacks from happening and spreading is if I had a row of these elevators in between. So I'm going to do that probably, and we will go from there. But for now, let's just hold off, and we'll come back and do that quest when they are there, because they are going to be 23 hours from now. So it'll be tomorrow. Ugh. I got you, Pam. I got you. All right, it's the arms race. Let's go do it. Claim your reward. Claim your reward. What is my reward going to be? Yeah, so definitely this way. Oh, we got a quest clue. Now see, is this gonna just tell us we can't do it? We're recording it at least. You saw it happen. We will continue on and try to get that quest clue to spawn us a quest for that. Let's hope it does. Oh, let's hope it does. Whew. Where is everybody? Was that a reward, the quest clue? I don't know. Oh, there we go. There's something. What is a reward? Not getting trapped at the bottom of the ocean. How about that? I feel, I feel bad. I feel bad because. So here's the thing. I have. I don't have an aversion to water. I have an aversion to asphyxiating or drowning. I first noticed this when I was a lot younger, and I think it was because at one time I was playing around. We had a camper when I was growing up. I was playing around, and the camper was in the backyard, you know, open for me to get into, mess around, and I was like, pretending to be like that's my secret clubhouse. Boom, boom, boom. Like you go in and you go into the closet of the thing, and it turns you, it's like a bat cave kind of thing situation. Well, growing up in the '80s, there was such a not an urban legend or a myth because it actually did happen. There was such this big fear that kids would become trapped in refrigerators and die. In fact, the original plot to Back to the Future, the time machine was a refrigerator. In fact, it had to do with being subject to a nuclear blast or whatever. And then that actual plot point, since they said kids are going to go trap themselves in refrigerators, we can't do this. We need to, change this around, or we're going to have people all over us. So they changed it to a DeLorean. It still used it still used plutonium. But the idea for that fridge and nuclear blast got recycled later on into the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, the Indiana Jones movie from about 15 years ago, where Indy stumbles into that one map from Call of Duty Black Ops, where what I mean, the 50s test town with all the dummies in it, and ends up a nuclear test or an atomic bomb test, and he has to hide out in a fridge where he gets tossed after it explodes. Excuse me. So that was that made its way back into it. So that telling you that story to tell you this one is that idea as a kid getting stuck in refrigerator, it stuck with me into my later years, and there was always this fear that was going to happen. And when I was playing around in this camper we had, and I got trapped, I got stuck. The door had those push button latches, and it latched on me, and I got stuck inside. And it only happened to be, and I was like pounding the door, screaming and yelling. I was trapped in this thing, and R. Kelly couldn't save me. I was trapped in the closet, and my brother happened to come by on his motorbike, like his little mini bike, and heard me screaming and yelling. He let me out. Of course, I had broke pretty much all the trays and everything in that closet in the time I was stuck in there, which never got talked about ever again. It was never mentioned or ever talked about how that happened. I don't know why. Like, that never became a thing. I don't know why. We gotta take your ass out. Get rid of you before you decide to burst. But that coupled with when I was in my 20s, I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and that caused a bunch of other surgeries that needed to be done, to which I had to have an ENT just scrape out my entire sinus cavity going through my forehead, right above my brow, and up my nostril, which left me with some severe scarring that I'm still never have a clear. My left nostril's never clear. It's like the meme that you see, like the two doors, my nose at night. That thing. But after that surgery, I had like black eyes, looked like I had a nose job, or I'd been punched in the face repeatedly, and had packing in my nose from that. I was home and I was sleeping off the anesthetic, and I had this dream that I was drowning underwater. And what had happened is that the covers on my bed had come up over my mouth. And since my nose was occluded by the packing, I couldn't breathe immediately through like the sheet that was over my mouth. And I started to panic and dreamt that I was drowning. So it's those kind of things. And I have a bit of a claustrophobia issue after the accident I had, where all my airbags went off and turned the car into a cannoli. And I had MRI a year later for my shoulder after the damage from the car tore my, I tore everything in my shoulder. I had a claustrophobia, like I freaked out during the MRI. And the, those two things coupled, oh, son of a bitch. Those two things coupled with the fact that there is, this story in the news right now about the submersible going to see the Titanic, and people are trapped on it. I'm having a little bit of it's getting me a little bit, and at the same time, we're all making jokes in a sense. Not everybody, but a lot of us are making jokes because, it's people paid $250,000 a pop to go on this thing, and it's being controlled with a PlayStation controller. Oh, that was close. I guess you heard my message. Well, as promised, I've got to give you a weapon, or would you prefer caps instead? You know what? I can always make the caps. Let's get the weapon. I can always make the caps. I know we want the caps, but let's see what she's going to give us. Oh, there we go. Cool, that's good. So there you go. We can always sell it. We're all making memes about the billionaires trapped at the bottom of the ocean. Maybe they should pull them up some of those bootstraps, or there's the Titanic is rich people continually being killed by the Titanic. 100 years later, it's just it's kind of crass. It's kind of there's a definitely a somewhat leftist idea of eat the rich, and I'm all for making sure that why billionaires should be able to, if I was a billionaire, I would want to pay my fair share, and I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to be I would if I won the Powerball right now, and the Mega Millions are up over $300 million. If I won them tomorrow, I would give that money back in some way. I would make sure that it gets used, because I'll never use it all. I'll never use it all. I'd make sure that people can benefit. Real people can benefit from that kind of thing. So it's in a sense, I'm a little bit jaded at the idea that people who spent almost $250,000 to go sit on the bottom of the ocean are reaping the reaping what certain people tend to sow in terms of safety and everything else, and being a hindrance to progress, which safety would have been, kept you on your, problem. And quite honestly, I hope they are found. I hope they are found alive. I hope they're rescued. I really do. I don't want to see them die. But I have no desire to go into a tin can and go to the bottom of the ocean and spend $250,000 to do it. I have no desire to spend a heck of a lot of money to go into space for 15 seconds. No, I don't want to die. I like my life, and I would rather spend that money on other things, more worthwhile things that benefit all of mankind instead of just me. Because I can spend that money on me as well and do something. I'd rather go have a nice dinner than do that. But that's just me. So yeah. But yeah, that's my little soapbox rant. I apologize if I offended anybody. I really don't mean to. You all know me here. I'm taking about self-preservation and self-care and all that. So again, I don't want them dead. I just feel that it's kind of yeah, but you kind of get yourself into this mess. So all right, this was giving irritable bowel syndrome. We finished off that quest. We claimed the reward. And we eliminated the feral ghouls. Let's go back to the vault. And we got a quest. It says we got a quest and a fat man and a gold watch. Alrighty. They are coming back. It says we got a quest clue. A quest. I'm going to use this up so we have it on camera. And we see it. Cha! And let's see what we got. Yeah, we did that. Okay. Alright, rescue operation, Great Tato Famine. With friends like these, rescue the settler trapped in the Corvega factory. I don't know that I've done this one. But it's for Mr. Handy. I know this is one of the ones we talked about. I've done it before. I don't know that we've done it now. Let's go do it. Let's go do it to it. Alrighty, with friends like these, we'll be back. With friends like these, I found a ransom note written by a raider boss named Willard Glover. He says he captured a settler and taken him to a nearby Corvega factory. Well, let's go do it, shall we? Rescue the settler. Yeah, again, I don't know that I've done this one. We'll find out in a second. Find out in a second. I don't want to use this control. I'm going to have to switch to a different computer here. Yeah. Okay. So am I. Sorry. I'm typing and doing everything else. Okay, we're just beating up some regular raiders. No big deal. Okay, so apparently I have not done this quest before, except to well, I might have done it. I think I might have done it on a previous episode of the Angry Cast of the Fallout Shelter that we did, because I obviously talked about it in another video. The quest to give you Mr. Handy. So that would have been where I would have done it. I do not see that video it mentioned in any video. I don't see it mentioned in any video that I've previously done, as far as in the description. Which sucks. Oh, well, nah, that's probably not true. Because, yeah, I'm looking at a computer that does not have, I'm not logged into YouTube. That's probably why. It won't, and for some reason it thinks that it is, a inappropriate video. And this is the thing I really hate about YouTube, is that there's nothing. Those videos, me playing Fallout Shelter. What? I mean, that's. Oh, for God's sakes! I couldn't get there. Why can't I get? All right, yo. All right. Just kill him. Get it done with. Oh God, we're dying. They're not doing too hot. This is kind of bad. Okay, let's take a little, breather here. Get you guys all figured out. Wow. Wow. Well, shit. Can I search, mother truckers? Can't I search? Oh, no, I want to do this in. Yeah, well, okay, we'll figure it out later. It's just wants me to do it in such a stupid way, and I'm afraid that there we go. I'm afraid if I get out of this screen and go into the other one, in my other one, I'm going to lose the recording, because it happens a lot. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, well, friends like these. There's an obvious reference to. There's a quest, I believe, in Skyrim called "With Friends Like These." Are we? Oh, for God's sakes! Come on. There we go. Get rid of him. I'll hold on onto that. We're losing all of our losing a lot of our shit. Wow. This is not an easy quest. I will tell you. Mission, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Thanks for rescuing me. Willard Glover, that Willard Glover guy that had money. He thought the mole rats. He thought the mole rats were his friends. Just when I thought Raiders can be any crazy. I wonder if that was. I wasn't really paying attention. We got a pet carrier. I wasn't really paying attention if he said anything before the fight started. I didn't think I saw anything. That must have been the alpha boss. Okay, well, shit. It didn't work out. Well, that's really not working that all great. Working all that great, but we got him. So cuckoo, looks like we bit it. Thankfully, we managed to not lose every single. We almost used all of our. And for that, we get a stupid. Okay. Yeah, we killed Willard Glover, so he was definitely the raider boss, and we rescued the settler. I'm sorry, my brain was all over the place trying to figure out if we had done this quest before on camera, but I guess not. We did it, and I wasn't really paying attention. So, all right, we did that. Let's get them back. Did I heal everybody up? Is everybody? Yeah, everybody's good. Alrighty. Yay! Okay, we're gonna let them come back in, do their thing. We've got another quest to do when they come back, which is raiding party, and there's only one dweller. We're not gonna worry about it for now, but and we will open up our 17 things when they get back. But for now, we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.